What is up, Wad Squad? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we're going to talk about some prepping, some investments, some things that you need to do to get ready for Team of the Year, which is coming very, very soon. They might talk about it on Good Morning Madden this morning. I'm recording my video before that, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm assuming it's going to be next week. Right now it is January 22nd. I'm assuming it's going to be next week, but this is one of the biggest promos of the year. The cards are very, very expensive. They're very popular. Everybody wants them, which means not only are you going to be able to upgrade your team a whole lot, but you're also going to have some really great coin making opportunities off of it. So let's go ahead and talk about how we can get ready for that right after a quick word from our sponsor. Boys, if you're looking to add that brand new shiny player to your team in Madden, don't gamble with packs. Hit up Red Zone Coins for cheap, fast, reliable coins to help build your team. Use code WAZ to get 20% off your order. And guys, as we get into this, if you want to build your coin stack up and build the best team that you can them up, be sure to subscribe with the noti bell on. We'll do a 100,000 coin giveaway during this video, so be sure to stick around for that. If y'all missed my last video, which was a Ravens theme team video, a gameplay video, I'm still doing a 100,000 coin giveaway. I haven't rolled the winner for that one yet, so go check that out, go enter and all that. I've been really, really busy. If y'all didn't know, I started a new job. That's why the content's been a little inconsistent lately. I'm going to have to figure out a good schedule so that I can get this to y'all as consistently as possible. But I wanted to make sure I got this video out for y'all before Team of the Year. All right, now let's talk about Team of the Year. Team of the Year is coming very, very soon. You're going to be able to put all these Team of the Year tokens that you've been getting from playing these Team of the Week challenges throughout the year. You're going to be able to put these in to get a free random player. Usually the Team of the Year players are like 95, 96, 97. It's the lower ones. They're like the specials. This is what they did last year, but it's a lot of really good players and it causes the market to change a lot. Now, it doesn't necessarily cause a market tank because while we do get a whole lot of new players into the game, they are still pretty difficult to obtain. Typically, their prices actually start high and they stay high. Obviously, they will drop a little bit because we're going to be getting a lot of more 95s, 96, 97s, but their prices aren't going to just immediately tank the market unless they're just like the packs are easy to rip. You get a lot of 97s and things like that. But a lot of this video is going to be projection because we don't know exactly. That's why you want to get ahead of everybody before we know exactly what it is. That's kind of why you want to predict and see what it might be, because once everybody knows exactly what we need for sets, rerolls, and all that stuff, that's going to cause the market to shift a lot. So you want to take a little bit of risk. This is more of an investment video, not necessarily some of the stuff you can do to prep without investing a whole lot, but there's some stuff that you want to do before everything gets announced. Now, obviously, train reroll is a big one. We don't know exactly what we're going to get. It could be a random 95 plus or a random offensive or a random defensive player. We don't know exactly what that's going to be, but I would be surprised if we didn't get a training reroll. So if you want to invest in some training now, if we do get a really good training reroll, that might cause the value of training to shoot up. It might not, especially if the market doesn't change a whole lot, but I'm going to invest a little bit in training this weekend on Saturday and Sunday when Legends come out, and obviously the market will be at its lowest, and I'm going to invest in some training then just to have a little bit, maybe 20, 30,000, nothing crazy, but a little bit there so I can at least get going on some of these rerolls. But again, we don't know exactly what's coming here. What I want to talk about mainly is the potential sets that we're going to get. So like I said, these Team of the Year cards are essentially like team standouts, just more upgrades to these. We've gotten 89s overall and 92 overall. And the thing that stands out to me for these is that they've all been taking Team of the Week cards all year long. Now, I'm looking at the Madden 20 database for what we got last year in Team of the Week. Now, for a Team of the Year offensive or defensive player, there were two different sets. You could do one or the other. You needed to exchange 187 to 88, 189 to 90, 291 to 92s, and 193 to 94 overall player. Now, this wasn't Team of the Week. These were just any player in the game for a random offensive or a random defensive, two separate sets that you could do. So if we get a set similar to those, we'll look into the best way to build those. But there was another one that we got. It was a Team of the Year player fantasy, which I believe you got a random defensive, a random offensive, and a random specialist that you could choose between. And this one was 380 to 84s, 585 to 88s, and 589 to 93 overall Team of the Week players for a choice of a random player. So that was another one, and that used Team of the Week players instead of just the regular non-team. Obviously, the non-Team of the Week player sets, you could use Team of the Week players, but for the most part, you could use whatever you want. But that set, that Team of the Year player fantasy, that was obviously a very popular one, and that caused those Team of the Week players to go up in value. Now, I'm going to guess that, again, this is just a guess, I don't know this for sure, but based off of the heavy emphasis we've had on Team of the Week this year in Madden 21 with all the team standouts, there's been a lot of exchange sets that take these Team of the Week players. Again, these two right here, there's a lot. We've had a lot of Team of the Week. We've had a lot of old players, a lot of packs. There's been a lot of Team of the Week stuff. So I would definitely recommend investing into some Team of the Week. How much you want to do, that's entirely up to you. People always ask, how much should I invest? How much should I spend on this? Guys, it's entirely up to you. It is a risk. There might not be any exchange sets at all that take Team of the Week players, and then Team of the Week players, their value is either going to fall or stay the same, and you're going to lose coins off that. So it is an investment if you want to do that. But again, what you needed last year was 380 to 84 Team of the Week players, 585 to 88 overall Team of the Week players, and 589 to 93 overall Team of the Week players. So if you want to invest in that and hope that we get some good Team of the Week exchange sets, which I think is pretty likely, again, based off of what EA's been giving us this year with all these team standouts, that's something that you can do. Now, something else that you're going to want to be looking at, particularly with these team standouts, because we got so many players in these. Now, I'm looking a lot more at the 89 overalls just because these are older cards that haven't gotten upgrades in a while. Austin Eckler actually just got one with Jerry Sneed. So then some of these cards have gotten upgrades in the meantime. But something that you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on when Team of the Year comes out is any of these old cards, any of these team standouts that are getting a Team of the Year card, because that is going to immediately make this set profitable. So Marcus May, for example, just throwing one out there. I don't know if he's going to get one or not for Team of the Year, but let's say he gets that 96 overall Team of the Year free safety card. This is going to be an incredibly popular card. And one thing that's holding people back from powering them all the way up to that Team of the Year card is his power up and his 89 overall. I don't think he has another upgrade. If he doesn't have another upgrade like a 93 or 94, then that is the only thing holding them back from powering him all the way up. And then of course getting his 96 Team of the Year card. Again, just projecting. I don't know if Marcus May is getting one. But if that is the case and his new card looks really, really good and it's a really, really nice free safety, a lot of people are going to want this. Doing the set is going to be very profitable because people are going to want to go buy his power up and his 89 overall off the market. So kind of keep it in the back of your mind which cards are in here in these team standouts, because a lot of these guys are going to be very profitable to do if they get upgrades. Don't only look at the 89s, look at the 92s, look at any of the old most feared, the team MVPs, the superstars, Team of the Week. Any of these kinds of sets are going to be very profitable, particularly the ones, the reason I was focusing on the team standouts is because these ones don't take specific players. Like you just put the random 86 to 88 Team of the Week and then the 82 to 84s into here. They don't take the specific players. If they do take specific players, then those, like the player of the weeks for Team of the Week, those cards might just go up in value. So that's something to keep in mind, but that's something that you're going to want to look at as we get the Team of the Year players announced, because their prices will immediately change as they are announced. And if you're able to do it very quickly, go and complete some of these sets, put them on the market and all that good stuff, you might be able to make a good profit. Now let's talk about the other exchange set that we mentioned, the offensive and the defensive players for Team of the Year, which again, you need 187 to 88, 189 to 90, 291 to 92s, and 193 to 94. Now, there's not really any great one way for you to go and invest in these guys to get them for cheap. Obviously, there's the sets you can do, like the team standouts for the 89 that you would need. You could do that, or you could go over here to like the team diamonds. You could do some of these guys, because these are kind of all over the place. You've got obviously the Barry Sanders for 93. That's not going to be a profitable one to do. But 86, if it does, we didn't need 86s last year, but if you did need that, you got guys like here, like Takeo Spikes over in Team Diamonds, 87s. Team Diamonds is a good one to look into, but again, these are guys that take specific players, but there are so many of these Team Diamonds. These could be profitable ones to do. Again, if you need like an 89 to go into a set. I don't believe there's any 90s in here. I think 80, they caps out at 89. So if you need an 87 or an 88 or an 89, Team Diamonds could be a good one to go look into. Team standouts as well. Of course, cards that get upgrades, don't put them in the sets because you're going to want to sell them on the block. But you can look at that. You can look at some legends. Legends probably aren't going to be that profitable. And then you can go back over here, look at like most feared, ultimate kickoff, all that good stuff. But for the most part, these are all like 92s, maybe Calais Campbell, ones like these if you needed 92. But again, these are specific players, so it's going to be hard for the market just not to rise for these specific cards if you need to. But that's just for completing the exchange set. The other thing that you can do if you want to invest and just take a really long time is, you guys probably already know, the gap pack. The gap method is a great way to just build a lot of binder fodder, and it takes a very long time. The 500 coin pack down here, very useful, very valuable, but it takes a long time. You just open this up, you exchange your way all the way up to the 88s, 89s, 90s. Now you're gonna have to invest like 50, 100, 150,000 to, and that's gonna take you a very long time to open these packs. So you can do that, or you can maybe open this Get a Gold pack if you want to do that as well, because I honestly really like these. Sometimes these get really nice and glitchy for me. It just kind of depends, but obviously you're going a little bit higher, you're going to be investing a lot more. You're not going to be making as good a profit off of Get a Gold, but you're opening a pack that's giving you much nicer cards than Get a Player. So that's kind of up to you if you want to do that or not. Get a Gold, that I wouldn't really recommend going and spending 100,000 coins on Get a Gold in terms of exchanging them up. If you want to open Get a Gold, you want to open Get a Gold and hope you're getting something good out of it with these boosted odds and everything. And I really think they boost these odds more so at the beginning of a series, because I was pulling a lot of heat a couple of days ago. Not all I've gotten is golds right now. So you can see you're obviously taking a big risk here. The Get a Player isn't as good as it was, but you can still pull the 50 players, just a side note out of those. So that's something you can always pull out of there. Yet the Get a Golds, I'm stopping right now with these Get a Golds because these are kind of bad right now. But that's something you can invest in if you want to exchange your way up to those 89s, 90s, 90 overalls, because if those cards do go into exchange sets for Team of the Year, then the market is actually, it could possibly go up a little bit when Team of the Year comes out, because those cards are going to be more and more expensive. Obviously, like 84s, 85s, cards that don't go into sets will probably drop in value, but we don't care as much about those unless you want to exchange your way out. But it's never really profitable just to buy cards off the auction house and throw them into exchange chat, unless you're able to get some really good snipes. So keep an eye on that. But guys, that is my recommendation for prepping for Team of the Year and how you're going to want to try to make some coins off of the Team of the Year promo this year. We don't know exactly what it's going to be. When it is announced, pay attention, see which players are coming, invest in those players. Get ready for it. It is one of the biggest and best promos of the year, and I hope you're all able to make a lot of coins. Let's go ahead and do a 100,000 coin giveaway. I don't think I've asked this yet, but give me your prediction on who's going to win between the Chiefs and the Bills. Give me a way to contact you. That'll enter you into the 100,000 coin giveaway. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all are the MVPs, and as always, I will see y'all in the next one.